Hey TPK, welcome to the Showdown show. I have with me today Bosch.
Hey.
I also have Altios. Say hey. Hello. And also with me today we have Flatter.
Hello.
Scyther, say hey. Oh, that was good. Alright. Mr. Altios taking charge this time. And speaking of Altios, why don't you tell us what you're going to be doing on the map engine now?
Absolutely nothing. Currently I'm in charge of taking the new system and using that to convert the maps to a working state on the new map system.
Alright, so I'm going over to the new map system now. Let's see. So, right now, all we have is this one map, Library Coast, right? And to port over all the different maps, they need to fit the new system. And mostly this is just moving the objects over. And I've kind of dumped all this on Satch. So thank you for helping out with this, because this is like one of the hugest parts of the map engine conversion. So I'm excited to see it together though, because then we're going to be able to like actually, move around the whole TPK world in the new system.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it being done. It's going to be a lot of grunt work, but I mean, this is my specialty.
And right now I'm in the Library Coast by the palm trees. I'm very much looking forward to moving under the palm trees, you know what I'm saying? Because we can do that in the new system now. It's like extra details that we couldn't do before.
Interesting.
I just fought a 143 fart fetched. I hope that was okay, because I'm 141 right now.
Don't do that.
Seemed like it was fine. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't be doing Kingdom Locke while I'm doing the show, and I'm gonna go for it anyway. Alright, you know what? I might just do no Black Flute for the show, because that way I won't accidentally fight a 150 Bonsly.
Yeah, that might not be the best.
So the first thing I want to talk about today is we've gotten some suggestions on how to deal with the Battle Factory achievement, which is currently one of the, most hated achievements in the game right now. So Altios, what's your suggestion?
Yeah, that's one of the ones I haven't completed yet.
We need to either merge all the Battle Frontier stuff into one achievement, or make it so Battle Arena and Battle Frontier count towards that same achievement.
I actually kind of like the Battle Arena included in that one. That's actually an interesting idea.
Yeah, for me, Battle Arena by far is way easier than Battle Factory.
Yeah,
There's actually strategy to it.
I actually recently completed Secret Dungeon for my Crystal tier achievements. I can't actually remove an achievement because achievements are very, very badly coded.
Yeah.
If we combined Battle Tower and Battle Factory together, is there something I could replace it with like a new feature?
That's what I was partially thinking of. I never came with a solution to that, but I feel like it would make more sense to combine them.
What if there was a Kingdom Lock goal?
Yeah.
Like, first tier of gems in Kingdom Lock is Platinum, and then third tier is Crystal?
Yeah, that's what I was going to mention. Like, badges don't have a goal. Like, badges are just like, at this point.
Wait, how about this? All gems completed, including Elite 4, is Platinum, and then Kingdom Lock up to the third tier is Crystal, I guess.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
What about that?
Yeah, because I don't even have any badges right now, just because there's like no real point to getting them other than having them on your profile.
Well, the reason I didn't do badges before is because if you just look at this list, badges would be the easiest achievement by far. Once you beat it, you beat it. It's kind of like a more story element.
Yeah.
Such a loosely defined word in this game. I haven't thought about a new achievement in a long time, though, because I have no plans to do new achievements.
Yeah, the last time we updated achievements, we added 6 of them, and that pretty much filled all the content in the game at the time.
Well, also, there's only one minigame achievement. You could also try to do another minigame, perhaps.
Yeah, and it's the most hated achievement as well. Second to the one we're trying to replace at this moment.
Actually, there's still 2 of them.
Oh,
There's
yeah, there's
Impossible
2
Game
mini
and captures. There used to be 3 back in ye old days. We replaced the higher lower achievement with smelting.
And also, speaking of Impossible Game, when I made Impossible Game Impossible Mode, I wanted that to be the crystal achievement. If I do this Battle Factory change, I could go back and do the Impossible Game Impossible Mode thing as well.
Yeah, there's potential there.
Well, yet another thing to distract me from the map engine. So I love this game.
Sorry.
Now I want to go to the main topic for the week, and that's going to be the Kingdom Locke WTC. So let's head over there now. Before we go any further, I want to play a clip that I recorded of like right when Locke WTC came out, and live maps were just booming. It was pretty cool. So let's just let that run. Look, live battles work.
Live battles.
I mean, live maps.
Live battles.
I gotta get a level 2 Centret to feel comfortable. I'm gonna tackle a Bunary level 4. It used Fake Out, but it failed. That could have been very bad. I can tackle a level 3 Fletchling. I did.
Hi, this is so cool.
Thank you.
Whoever came up with this must be a level 10 genius.
Oh my god, fighting isn't effective against flying?
Nope. Flying is super effective against fighting.
Oh my god. All these people in the
Yeah, I pieced out of there. That's why I'm in the mountains.
Yeah. Alright, I'll fight the Centret and then I'm gonna head up there. 200 should be possible.
Especially with my XP build stacking. Yeah.
Honestly, if I have a lot of fun doing this, I'm probably going to get champion belt as well, because I kind of have the score points.
I would say just do it now. Because I will say right now, this is the worst part of it. 100%. Like, once you get out of Lyrae, and once you evolve, you're going to have a much better time.
Yeah, I just hit level 10. No clef keys, right?
That was a
No
risky
clef keys.
battle for me. I got it, though. I'm level 11 now.
I just died, wow.
That's okay. You can immediately get it and restart.
This is why no clef keys.
How the f*** did live maps ever work? Do not be afraid to run away. Like this Fanfi level 2. That is a fit for my level 15 Rylu.
Barely.
It feels criminal fighting these Absols instead of catching them.
It's a garbage Pokemon.
Hello.
Hello.
Klefki. Can I fight a Klefki? Let's see.
No.
Aerosphere is it's ghost, so it's not going to work. All right, I'm in the battle screen.
It
Just
is
click
not
away,
ghost.
boss. Just click away.
It's Steel Fairy. So don't do that. YOLO. Alright, well.
R.I.P. Sage.
That's what that is.
What'd you die to?
Rhyhorn.
Mm.
To be fair, I fought when that was at my level.
See, I'm like studying this so this doesn't happen to me.
It is a 75 power move. Don't fight Rhyhorn at your level. That is stupid.
All right, I'm 35. I'm going in. All right, I'm just gonna do Geodudes. At least for now. All right, we're back. Let's talk about Kingdom Locke. So who's going for top 3? Because I'm going for it. I don't know if I'm gonna make it, but I'm going for it.
I am definitely.
I'm a little distraught right now because before we started Locke WTC with the planning of picking Rylu and all that, I was expecting people to just evolve it immediately. And as you can see, looking at the top 5, 3 of them are still Rylus, so there's potential for you to not have to evolve it and still get top 3, which I didn't want, but who knows? We might see later in the week where all the top ones are Lucario, because you do have like a significant advantage with your stat increase to be able to fight like the higher level areas and just get better XP yields. But Baz is going strong still.
Yeah, Bass certainly is a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, I'm comparing Rylu and Lucario's stats right now. All right, now I can see it. Yeah, it's almost double, I'd say. Effectively double in the stats that matter. Like, especially special attack as well, that's a huge increase. I went for the straight evolution, just because I knew that I would have a difficult time not dying.
Luckily, I haven't died on accident yet. I hope it stays that way.
I have a few close calls, which were only saved by luck. So, like, I should have died. And speaking of should have dying, that's kind of like the whole point of the game mode, isn't it? Like, it's all about your strategy. What moves are you using? What Pokemon are you not fighting? Which actually is usually the most important thing, especially at the beginning. I know some of you guys have some secret strategies, so I don't really want to ask you to like reveal everything. Can we all talk about like the general things that we're thinking about when it comes to Kingdom Walk in general? Like what should be on your mind if you don't know much about the game mode?
Well, the number one thing you want to avoid is priority moves. Like, if you just any typing that has a priority move early on, you should definitely try to avoid them. Like, I saw someone earlier in the chat, they said they were like double a level of a Minior and died to it. Like, that's still gonna be a problem, no matter how high of a level you are. If your opponent has priority move, it will always most likely kill you if it moves first. Just because even you are a Railu, you're like a baby stage Pokemon. Your stats are nowhere compared to the Pokemon you're fighting. It's just, in general, a bad idea to fight Pokemon with priority.
And you can find that out by looking at the types of the Pokemon. So a Pokemon's primary type, which is the first one on the list, is going to determine its move set. So this Farfetch'd I'm fighting right now is flying, so it's going to have flying moves. It can have fly, it can have sky attack, it can have all kinds of things.
Actually, I'm going to chime in real quick on that. I did a little bit more digging around yesterday, just to make sure I was able to move to a new area when I wanted to. And dual types do actually have 2 of each move type. I thought previously that they didn't, but
I think at some point they didn't.
yeah. I remember Jess having to code the Christmas event a little bit differently to give items based on the Pokemon's primary type. So I was thinking the logic worked like that, but did not, because I was getting hit by... I wasn't getting hit, but I was being attacked first by priority status moves. That wasn't a primary type, so I was like, well, I guess I have to investigate that.
So on my screen right now, I got hit by Accelerock by a Bonsly, and this is a priority move. So let's say an example of a strategy I could have used was knowing that rock Pokemon have Accelerock, I would just not fight rock Pokemon until I'm significantly higher level than them, so that I cannot be affected by that move.
You just want to stay away from any Pokemon you have a doubt in your mind that you could potentially lose to. If you know for a fact that you could beat a Pokemon, like you've done it multiple times before, and you know they have priority, it's fine to just like absolutely demolish them. But like if you think it's going to kill you, or you have any doubt in your mind that you could potentially die to it, it's just better not to take the chance at the end of the day, because you could die and you could have to start all over.
It is pretty rough, but I gotta say, the fact that you have to start all over, like, it just makes it so different compared to like everything else in this game, you know? Like, it really adds a sense of forcing you to be careful.
Yeah, it adds a big layer of risk reward. That if you make one wrong move, you have to start all over.
Okay, so another thing I want to mention, which this isn't really, it shouldn't be a secret that this is a thing. A lot of people don't know about it, no. But there's the black flute and the white flute. And these can be used to great effect in Kingdom Walk if you know how to use them. So let's do the white flute first. So, by the way, if you don't know, right-click in your bag to select it as your key item, and then press F to use your item. And it says you've played the white flute. Wild encounters have increased by 25%. It also decreases the Pokemon's level by 25% as well. Or is it 50%? I can't remember.
The text for that actually needs to be, because I believe in the code the way the white flute works is it's either 60% or 80%. of the original level, and then with Black Flute it's 20, 30, or 40%. Neither of them are flat 25.
So you can see I'm fighting level 74 Bronze right now, which is impossible with the White Flute did have an effect. So now I'm going to activate the... Oh, apparently I have to run out the White Flute. I didn't know that, actually.
Yeah, you can't use both of them.
That'd be funny if they, like, negated each other.
Yeah.
Alright, here's the Black Flute. So now I've got a 108 Cricketot, which the max level is normally 100. And even me at level 140, I'm still not confident to actually fight every possible Pokemon that could appear with Black Flute, but most of them I can, with pretty significant ease. Like this 127 Pansage, it's a little rough, but I can do it. Maybe if you have an area that's good for your type, you might want to move up early, and then use White Flute to get the level slower, so you can fight more Pokemon, so you don't have to run as much. Or maybe you're in a good place, and you want to continue in that area, so you use Black Flute to bump up the levels. And of course, at the highest levels, you need to use Black Flute so that you get more experience. So that's pretty much that. Well, I guess that's about it for strategy. So I also want to talk about like the meta of WTC. It's not a separate game mode, it's like an addition. So it's not tied to the top 3 like it is right now. We can have normal WTCs with Kingdom Locke. I don't really want to have it on a schedule, but also like it'd be fun to have it maybe once a month. What are your guys' thoughts on like how frequently we should do this?
It definitely took off and got a lot of good feedback from the community, so I definitely would like to see it come back. In terms of how frequently, I think like every 2 or 3 months is fine. Because you don't want to congest it by making it be a thing that people that don't want to do it, it's just like, oh, well, I don't like doing Kingdom Locke, so I'm just going to have to sit out and not get anything for the week.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it could be very frequent or it could be not frequent at all. Like if you feel like there like an event should be happening and you just like don't know what event could be done, like you could just do Kingdom Locke if the rewards were significant enough.
In Kingdom Locke WTC, I've made it so that you get 1 score point per 10 levels. That's another reason that we shouldn't do this too frequently, because it is like, if you actually try, it's way better score points compared to normal WTC.
So the thing with that is, if you have the strategy put together and like you play it smart for first half of the week just to make sure that you safely get to a high level where you can just farm XP without like any care in the world, then you're just pumping out score points even if you don't buy a belt.
Yeah, I like how easy it was to get the points back even if you did buy a belt.
Yeah. It's like with the champion belt, if I make it to 200, I pay off the belt even without winning.
Yeah.
But without the belt, then you're just getting a lot of points for not as much effort as if it would be a regular WTC.
So I have a few other... So I have some, like, feature requests, which I've thought of after the fact. So number 1 is the idea of, should people be able to keep the Locke Pokemon in their Locke roster after WTC? So I'm thinking about this being, you intentionally leave a blank space in your Locke roster, and then it'll just go there, but otherwise it'll go to your box. I know that's a little weird, because like people can't really manage it, but they just kind of have to know that.
I think it's a cool idea. I feel like we wouldn't, like, even if you wanted to do it for this WTC, I feel like we shouldn't allow it in conjunction with being able to purchase a champion belt. Like in the future, if we were to do another Locke WTC, we should disable the belts, because there's only so much that you can do in Locke. Like you'll hit the ceiling with the champion belt, no problem. I would say maybe 200 to 220 with the Railu, and then with the Lucario, you just hit the ceiling so fast for being able to clear everything with the Black Flute.
Mm-hmm.
So being able to finish the WTC and then just port over that Pokemon to where, oh yeah, I already have like the end game unlocked for me now. And then you just spit out shiny tickets because you can throw on an XP share. I just feel like it would break the economy for shiny tickets a little bit too much.
Well, certainly also Champion Belt really accelerates the fun part of Kingdom Lock, which is the early game.
I can agree with that. Like, if you wait until the end of the week, like, we're just on day 2 right now, and we've already surpassed the highest Kingdom Lock Pokemon. And, like, if you're going to put them in the lock roster, every single WTC, if you do allow the belts for the boost, they're just going to surpass every Pokemon. Like, there would be no real reason to train a locked Pokemon. You would just wait until you could get the EXP boost. Or just take out the part of actually training a locked Pokemon and just train WTC locked Pokemon. Unless you're just trying to farm shiny tickets like Satch said.
All right, it seems like a no from you guys. Those are some pretty well thought out points. I bring this up though because like I've gotten requests for, it's like, hey, can we keep the lock Pokemon? And I've been telling them no, but
I think it's a cool idea, but again, it just has to be regulated. So it's not just, oh yeah, I'm just gonna turbo get this Pokemon to level 200 and then I can fight everything. And now it's stuck in my lock roster.
Doesn't Champion Belt like additively work with that as well? Or how does that work? I mean, Lucky Egg work with Champion Belt.
Yeah, they stack. So with a Champion Belt and a Lucky Egg, you're getting 2.7 times XP. And that's why people have had such an easy time like being able to break the precedent for the highest lock Pokemon.
So another idea which people have asked about is, can Pokemon who've died stay on the rankings? So, there goes my Lucky Egg. Whatever, for now. So if I die in Kingdom Lock, WTC, and I don't get the score points anymore, I feel like it would be cool if on the WTC ranking, it just kind of like crossed your name out so you're not eligible to win anymore, but you would still get the score points that you earned from your highest Pokemon having died. Okay. So if you just kind of like rage quit, if you die at 120, you still get 12 score points because you did train that much.
Yeah. That's using your record and not what you finished with.
Correct.
I like that idea. Just like kind of going on what you said, cross your name out, it would have like a specific marking so people would know the difference between the Pokemon they're competing with and the Pokemon that have been, like say a Tombstone or something. You could also try adding it to like the Kingdom Lock overall rankings. I think that would be a cool idea too.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I know you had mentioned when Locke first came out that you wanted to do like a post-mortem kind of thing to the rankings where you could see Pokemon that made it to the top and then fell eventually.
I don't know if I'm going to do that, but it would be cool to have to see that feature in the game. Well, all right, that's it for this one. See ya.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.